Morning. I have just started my day. I already made the bed. I did some stretches for a few minutes, and now I only need to have breakfast before the real day gets started. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Annastatia, and today I'll bring you along into a day where I will plan everything regarding my release for upcoming month. No, for this month. It is the 1st of March. So let's get started. Okay, so I am finally sitting down. Just had breakfast. I started the day with a little puzzle, and now I'm actually going to sit down to start making a week planning. It is Monday, so it is a fresh start. On Monday, I always make the planning for the entire week. That includes the content calendar as well, if I haven't planned everything already. Because sometimes I work forwards and then everything's already planned in, but sometimes there also are some gaps that I'm like still unsure about what I was going to post. So that will be all set in order for today. That is all within the week planning. After that, I will probably, so when I get called, that's when it's time for lunch. However, if I am not finished with my planning, then after lunch I will continue doing that. Is mostly just the caption part for the content calendar. And other than that, I need to fill out some documents and send them towards my management. It is all regarding a new project that I'm looking forward to working on. And yeah, that is it for about today that I 100% know of. There might be more I don't need to do, but it hasn't a priority for now. So that is how we're gonna start. And yeah, let's get started. Okay. Hi. So a little check-in. I have just had lunch. It is very late though. It is already 3 o'clock and I wasn't expecting it to be so late. Anyways, this morning before lunch at least, it wasn't really morning. It was just at the edge of morning and afternoon. And I worked on my week planning and I also started working on the content planning. Also, I had some contact with a few people that I needed to get back in contact with, as like Jessie for potential performance in the summer. I have had contact with a person for that maybe has an opportunity for me for already for next year in April. And I had contact with Diana from Hometown Studio about the course, and I need to send some things over, like my answers, because we're currently working on my we're doing her course star presence, and we are in that little part where we are actually figuring out who I am as an artist. So yeah, that is what I've been working on. Ooh. I forgot to shake it, so we're doing it like this. Some iced coffee. For the next session, I actually have this, like, shit, what's it called? This boundary with myself that I only get 1 coffee a day. However, this is my second, but I haven't had like a second coffee for a while now. Yeah, so for actually the rest of the afternoon, because I think I still need to send the documents to Diana, so that is what we'll be working on. And yeah, I'll be probably working on the content for this week and next week. So actually for today, I had a little teaser for Play a Game coming out with the comment from Flores, and I literally just posted that. And then for tomorrow, I will need to edit my vlog from the performance last week into like a little storytelling vlog with the behind the scenes of that gig. That is for tomorrow. And then we have for Wednesday, I got Silent Battle on. Kind of need to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. And then I do have an unboxing video where I just bought a few new things and I'm unboxing there or something. And I want to tell you something about something in the music industry or something that I've been going through, like doubts or what I'm working on. However, I do not know what it is yet. So I need to create that voiceover for today. I need to script it and I'm gonna edit that underneath there because the video itself has been already recorded and edited. I just need to figure out a voiceover. And then for Saturday, I've got another video of my voice and I'm thinking of doing the live performance with that. So yeah, that is what I will be working on right now. So let's get started. Hello. So little update. I am currently working on the course. However, I am kind of struggling a little bit because I don't know what kind of visual I want, what kind of aesthetic I want to create for me as an artist. However, I do not know how to translate that into words. So there is a little part from my homework that includes making a vision board, and I feel like I'm just gonna do that and I'm gonna put that into the homework as well. And then hopefully next week, Diana and I can sit down together and see what, maybe she can get that little thing like down into words, because I don't know how to do that right now. I am so stuck. So what I'm gonna be doing is I will be starting to make a vision board. I already got my Pinterest boards with like branding outfits, what kind of aesthetics, Insta stories that I would love to actually recreate into my own way and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna get that and I'm gonna put that into the document, and then hopefully we can get that next week fixed into an actual full document with the answers that we need to work further from that point on. So all of the content I am actually, yeah, so I still need to start editing for tomorrow. Excuse me. And I need to put down some information for the OneNote upcoming Wednesday. No, I do have the meeting next week, but the deadline from my form is this Wednesday, so that he also has a week time to actually look at it and see what he can do. So I'm gonna go to Pinterest and Canva and we're gonna make a mood board, vision board, no, a mood board is it mostly, and see if we can figure out something more visually what I want. So let's get started. It's been a minute. It is at this point, I think already 8:15, almost 8:30, and I just finished filming. I don't think that was really at the planning for today that I was going to film some content for player game. However, I did do it and it didn't go very smoothly because I was struggling a lot with the lighting, and I don't know if I like really the outcome because it was actually supposed to be part of the visualizer. However, I don't know about that, but we will see. Maybe I just need, even if it is not up to what I'd like it to be, maybe I should just post it anyways. Yeah, we'll see about that. And well, it is 8:30 in the evening, and I obviously had dinner in the meantime. I have been working this afternoon a lot on the course. Actually, I was actually really struggling with the vision board and like the outfit board and how I would like to have my stage, and that was pretty clear to me that I had done that pretty quickly. But then it came to, yeah, which locations do feel like you, and I was like, what? And I didn't understand it. And I am confused. I still don't know what I have to do with that. And also, what is the vibe? Like, what do you mean? What kind of vibe are you talking about? Like, the aesthetically vibe? Are you talking about the feelings vibe? Because I don't know about that. That is really vague. And there was vibe, location, and photos. I was like, which kind of photos? Are you talking about like stage photos? Are you talking about social media photos? Are you talking about press photos? I didn't know. So I think I went with the press photos, what I would like, and that is kind of just some dark outside pictures with a hint of a very bright color. Yeah. So about that. I just finished my filming for today. I'm going to send the document over to Diana, and for tomorrow it is editing everything, literally everything. I might finish this evening with editing the short form content that I just recorded. It's actually, I recorded the song about 3 times, and the chorus is in there like 3 times as well. So I do have at a minimum 9 videos. Which all kind of look the same, but they're not entirely the same. Yeah, I'm gonna finish everything up. I'm gonna clean the mess that I just made in this room because I needed to set everything in a different spot. And I can tick off every single little box then after I've done that. So I have done the... Okay, so then I will have sent over my document for star presents. I have planned the content for this week. I still need to edit a few things, so those are probably gonna be doing... I'm gonna be doing these tonight. Otherwise, I won't be able to take that one off. And let me just quickly look. And I've noted down some information for the OneNote form, which I will be sending upcoming Wednesday. Also, I've contacted everybody that I needed to contact. I contacted Jesse, which actually I haven't heard from him anymore. So I will need to see about that. And I have contacted Diana today. Also, I will be sending her the form, obviously, within a minute. I've had contact with the person for a potential gig. And I thought, because my parents told me that the gig was for next year, and I think if I take everything correctly out of the call that I had with the person, it is not next year, it is this year in April. But doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm gonna wrap it up all for today. I'm gonna get into PJs, doing the last few things, and then I will be going to bed because tomorrow is a long day again ahead of me. So I will see you next week again, and ciao ciao.